30 March 2013. I'm here with Andres Castillo. Andres, how are you doing?
Good, thank you, Alex. How
All
are
right.
you?
You had a good training day today?
Yeah, easy one.
What did you do?
We did 5 hours and half easy, really easy, and a hard swing on the morning.
Hot swim in the morning, 5
And then-
hours on the bike.
Yep.
You're ready? You had your dinner already?
Yeah, I'm ready for bed.
You're ready to sleep. Well, I won't. So I'm in between you and a good night of sleep. Is it? We'll keep it short. Andres, we're obviously we had some real exciting months behind us now. Tell us a little bit from Ironman Cozumel when you started. Well, you've lived in Cozumel how long now? Let's look at that first. This is not new to you.
6 months since September.
Since September, right? And before September, how long were you in Cozumel at that time?
I went in May, for 2 weeks,
Yeah.
and in February for 2 weeks when I met George.
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct. So let's take one step back so that we can actually introduce you a little bit to our website visitors and to the triathlon world. Tell us a little bit where you're from and how you started in triathlon.
I'm from Colombia. I started triathlon when I was really young. At 8 was my first triathlon.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just swimming and doing the triathlon for fun. And then I started doing more swimming, less triathlons. And when I was teenager, and then again more triathlon until I started doing Olympic distance, like the Euro races, and I get tired of all the politics and the federation and all that. So I went for a year off in Europe, and I studied English there. Work, but keep training, easy training, but keep training for a year. Work like as a rickshaw. I don't know what is a rickshaw. Is it taxi?
As a waiter?
No, rickshaw.
Rickshaw, okay.
Yeah,
Cycling.
yeah, on the ice on London.
Oh, it was in London. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. That was training and work at the same time.
And then I come back to Colombia and I start doing triathlons again, and I start looking for long distance.
Yep.
And train by myself. And then
What year are we now?
2006.
Okay.
So at that year I started with my coach a little team, just a couple of guys at age grouper that we start training because I study physical culture and sports. So as a work, because I want to work in an office or something like that, I really be a pro triathlete. So we start working on that, and until 2009 that I did my first Ironman.
Yep.
And I started looking for a
Which Ironman was this?
this one, Cozumel.
Cozumel,
The first one that
2009.
I did.
Yes.
Yeah.
How did you do?
Good.
Yeah.
It was good.
You raced as age grouper, or you
No,
went as pro already?
as a pro.
Sorry? Yeah.
As a pro, I registered as an age grouper, and then 2 months before the race, I decided to change my status and ask there, and they say yes. So
Yeah.
since then, I started doing a Ironman. And during the tour, I met George in 2011. Started coaching him and his wife, Suhaib. And then I asked if I can. They asked me if I can help me with something, and I say that I want to train with teamTBB or Result, that is the best coach. Finally, they met you by internet, and they give me the opportunity.
Let's sorry to interrupt, but actually this is where you have had you played a very big role in actually the birth of Cozumel teamTBB Mexico, because I think about 18 months ago you started to write us emails.
Yeah.
And I want to join teamTBB, and I want to be coached by Mr. Brett Sutton, and we get 30 to 40 of those emails per month, and we didn't really know who you were at that time. And then we started to get involved, and then we started to talk with George Valdez. So I think Andres, you've actually been quite instrumental in getting it all glued together. So good for you. I think people should know about that. Yeah, and then Andres, basically from self-coached and to trying to be the best athlete that you can be, and then suddenly you went to Switzerland last year to actually join Team TBB. Man, how was that experience? Because I know that hill, that 15 kilometers from Aigle, all the way up to the top. That must have been quite intimidating at times.
Yeah. In May, when they George told me you're gonna go there, I didn't believe that I'm going until I went there and I met Brett on Ugly. He picked me up on Ugly and he told me, "Oh, this is the hill that we do sometimes. Sometimes it's every day." But I say, "Oh, that's steep." And it's
Yeah. Yeah. And it's always nice when you've done, let's say, your 2800s on a track, and he says, "Take it easy riding home," right?
Yeah.
You got athletes with their tears in their eyes halfway the hill,
Yeah.
not knowing how to come home.
And the first time you didn't know and you go hard and then you blow up. But that's fun. That's the part of the
That's
learning, and learn from the big guy like Dave Dello that he just know what to do and when to push, when low. So it's nice to be around it, like James Kunana and Caroline, those guys.
Yeah, you've been around a couple of very good names that you mentioned right there, and so for some people, Andres, I think that can be intimidating, and for some people it sounds like from your side that it's actually more of an inspiration and learning. What is it for you? Is it intimidating? Is it inspirational? Is it a combination of the two?
I did the combination, but it's more like a learning.
Mm-hmm.
That how they do, and if they do, I can do it. So now that I know the way that it's hard and it's long and you have to push yourself, I think everybody can do it.
Yeah. Correct. Well, we always talk about role models on the team, and sometimes that can be like a nice word on a piece of paper or a PowerPoint slide. But I think the way you're describing it here is where the rubber hits the road, right? It's really where you sit in the wheel of a David Dello and you go up to a 15-kilometer climb. What do you do, when, and how? And
yeah,
that's
true.
Yeah, great. So you've had Lausanne for how long were you in Lausanne?
3 months.
3 months. And then where did you go after that?
After that, I did Ironman Wisconsin,
Mm-hmm.
and then I came here and did Cozumel 70.3 and 70.3 Miami and Cozumel Ironman.
Ironman.
Yeah.
How was Cozumel Ironman? Because I guess that's an important checkpoint, right? You've had Lausanne, you had a couple of months, and beginning of Cozumel, Team TBB Mexico. How did Cozumel race for you go?
Was really good. I swim with the front pack.
Yeah.
Because last year I couldn't because I had an accident and I get again my confidence to swim on the first pack. And my first time that I bike all the way with the front group on the bike, and the running was just learning because I did big mistakes with my nutrition. I have stomach problems. I eat too much solid and salt, so I have some problem on the run. I start eating solids too early on the bike. But it was really good to be here and feel like a local and be with my family because the week after the race I get married here, so it was really nice to have my father and my mother that did watch me race. There was the first Ironman they saw me, and
I know they were very proud.
Yeah,
I know they were very proud. And let's not forget, the beautiful wedding that you had here.
Yeah,
with your beautiful wife Jeanette. So that was an eventful 2012. Right? Joined the squad, trained with the coach that you had dreamt about coaching with for quite a bit. Race, get married, man.
Yeah, it was.
Sounds like a fairy tale year, right?
Yes, it was.
So in 2013 in March now, Andres, I would be quite keen to learn from you. You have Americans on the team, you have Australians on the team, the Europeans on the team, and here's one Colombian guy. Now, how does that feel? How does that, do you feel part of it? Do you feel a bit special? Does it put pressure on you? Or how does that work?
No, I feel like one of the guys.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's difficult the language. You want to be more like proactive on them, speak more with them, but they have the patience, so it's good. No, but it's really nice to show to the other guy that in South America we are the same. We work hard and we are punctual. We have goals, so it's
Correct.
like everywhere in the world. So
Absolutely. Well, your country has produced a lot of good cyclists and good athletes, so
yeah.
there's nothing to be shy about there, right? So, Andres, you coach yourself, which is interesting, and then you get coached. So in a way, you're an athlete, you're a coach. What are the benefits of combining being an athlete, coaching, and being coached?
When I was coaching myself, that I have all the freedom, but sometimes when you have the freedom, you get tired to push yourself, and you need someone that push you.
Yeah.
And because it was something new, the Ironman was something new for me. It was just learning, and so it was so much doubt.
Yeah.
About
Am I
if
doing it
do,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
wrong. So 1 year, almost a year, I went for training online, but I didn't like it.
Yes.
It was good things, but it was not my thing. Because for me, I really go harder, and they wasn't pushing me, no, challenging me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think it's one of the things of the training is you are not challenged, you get
Yes.
bored.
I'm sure you got quite a bit of that right now, right? On the run track and on the bike with the boys around you.
Yeah.
If not the girls too. But let's talk about that for a second. You have a bunch of strong guys around you. Is every training a race? Is every training, everybody does his own thing? How is that for you?
No, now that everybody has understand what Everett wants, we know now that there is easy days, and doesn't matter how fast you go, just do it. And there is hard days that you have to push yourself. That's days sometimes it's like a competition, but in the good way.
Yeah.
And it's good because they push you, and you can you drop or be dropped. So it's
Checkpoint.
just yeah.
Lots of checkpoints.
Yes.
Yeah, correct. So what's when you're in a race, you've just done Los Cobos, all these races, Andres, they have their moments when questions come up, when the pain gets bigger and stronger. What do you tell yourself? What's in your mind? What's in your heart to sustain that pain and keep it going? What motivates you?
That motivates me is the training that I have done. Yeah, because I say I don't gonna waste all my time, the time that I have spent on the track, on the road. So I don't gonna, for example, I don't gonna walk. I don't gonna be dropped. Finally, sometimes you get dropped, but you push yourself more if you know that you have done all the work. But sometimes when you haven't, you don't have the strong mind. I think it's
That's right.
One of the things with this training is that you get stronger on your body, on your mind.
That's right. That's right. Well, Anders, it's good catching up. We'll catch up soon again, and wish you a great final training block here in Cozumel, and gonna look forward. Do you know already your next race?
Yeah, it's in 1 week. It's 70.3 Galveston.
Galveston, good. So
And then Ironman Texas.
Ironman Texas.
Yeah.
we'll keep following you.
Thank you.
Have a great training session and have a good sleep now.
Thank you.
Thank
Have a
you.
good night.